Cowboys Nation, buckle up because today's video might be one of the wildest, most explosive, most jaw-dropping discussions we've had on this channel in a very long time, and the moment I saw this news circulating, I knew we had to break it all down together, because if this goes through, if this shocking move actually happens, this could reshape the entire NFC, redefine the Cowboys' defensive identity, and send ripple effects across the entire league. So let's dive right into it, because the rumor mill is boiling over with claims that star cornerback Jalen Ramsey, yes, that Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro, the lockdown machine, the guy who talks trash with the confidence of a superhero and backs it up with freakish athleticism, is making a shocking move to America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and some insiders are saying the phrase we've all been waiting to hear: deal closed. Now, before we go wild, before Cowboys fans start designing custom jerseys and before the NFL fanbases start panicking about Dallas getting even stronger, let's talk about why this rumor is spiraling, what it would mean, the business behind it, the emotional impact, the on-field transformation, and the major implications this could have on the 2025 season and beyond. First off, the idea of Ramsey in Dallas is not new, but the intensity, the energy, and the sudden explosion of whispers around the league suggest something different is brewing behind the scenes. This is not your casual off-season fantasy talk. This feels like a move that has momentum, and sometimes in the NFL, when enough smoke hits the air at once, you know something big is happening under the surface. Think about the Cowboys' current situation for a moment. They've been stuck in a frustrating cycle where the talent is there, the star power is there, the fanbase is pumped every single season, but the final push toward the Super Bowl keeps slipping away. Defense has been good but inconsistent, dealing with injuries, soft spots in coverage, and breakdowns in crucial moments. Adding someone like Ramsey, a veteran with championship experience and elite instincts, would not just patch a hole, it would transform the entire mentality of the defense. Imagine Ramsey lined up opposite Trevon Diggs, two ball-hawking, ultra-aggressive, swagger-filled corners, feeding off each other, competing, communicating, making life absolute misery for opposing quarterbacks. That's not just upgrading a position, that's upgrading a personality, a tone, an entire culture. Ramsey brings heat, he brings leadership, he brings fear factor, and Dallas has lacked that consistent, stable, intimidating presence in the secondary for years. So why now? Why this sudden burst of noise about Ramsey heading to Dallas? Well, when you look at Ramsey's career, he's always been someone who wants legacy, spotlight, intensity, and a chance to win at the highest level. The Cowboys offer a massive, loud, bright platform, one where every game is national, every play is scrutinized, and every star gets magnified. For someone like Ramsey, that's not pressure, that's fuel. That's rocket fuel. And at this stage in his career, after highs, lows, injuries, rebounds, and reinvention, you could easily imagine him wanting to attach his story to one more massive chapter, and few chapters are bigger than the star on the helmet. So let's get into the mechanics of this rumored move, because a lot of people hear Cowboys and superstar trade and immediately assume cap issues, salary problems, impossible math, and normally they'd be right. The Cowboys are famous for pushing the limits of the salary cap like a contortionist bending upside down while juggling flaming knives. But at the same time, Jerry Jones and this front office have done unbelievable gymnastics over the years to make deals happen that seemed impossible. When the Cowboys want a guy badly enough, when they believe he can alter the trajectory of the team, they find a way. And with Ramsey, we're not talking about a random decent player, we're talking about a generational corner, someone who could legitimately shift playoff outcomes. That's the type of move Jerry Jones loves, the big, bold, headline-making acquisition that energizes the fanbase and signals to the league that the Cowboys are not playing around anymore. Now let's talk about the impact on the locker room, because people underestimate how much vibes, chemistry, and energy matter in football. Ramsey is intense, he's vocal, he's passionate. For some teams, that's a problem. For Dallas, that's gasoline. Micah Parsons thrives on intensity. Trevon Diggs thrives on swagger. Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson, the entire defensive front, they feed off chaos, confidence, and aggression. Ramsey would walk into that locker room and instantly elevate the temperature. He'd bring championship-level expectations, and the younger guys would feel that energy right away. When you add veterans like this, especially ones who have played at the highest level, they immediately influence preparation, communication, and mentality. Ramsey would demand accountability. He wouldn't let guys take plays off or mentally check out. And that matters when the Cowboys have struggled to maintain focus deep into playoff runs. Now, let's go deeper into the football side, because if this move happens, the Cowboys' defense becomes legitimately terrifying. Picture this: quarterbacks drop back, and immediately they're staring down two elite corners, a ball-hawking secondary, and a front seven led by Micah Parsons screaming off the edge. The Cowboys could play more aggressive press coverage, allowing the pass rush more time to hit home. Defensive coordinators would be able to unleash exotic coverage schemes, disguise looks, bait throws, and force turnovers. Ramsey's intelligence in pre-snap reads is elite. He anticipates routes, understands receiver tendencies, and identifies weaknesses. Pair that with Diggs' ball instincts, and Dallas becomes a turnover machine. Imagine the Cowboys being able to actually close out games, not collapse late. Imagine them standing toe-to-toe with elite offenses and shutting them down. This is the type of acquisition that could swing playoff matchups against teams like the Eagles, 49ers, Lions, or whoever rises in the NFC. And if Dallas finally gets the elite, consistent playoff defense they've lacked, oh boy, this team suddenly becomes a legitimate Super Bowl threat. But here's the thing: as exciting as this all sounds, as crazy as the possibility is, the entire league knows the Cowboys are unpredictable. They could be working behind the scenes. They could be negotiating quietly. They could be exploring ways to restructure contracts or create cap flexibility. They could be laying out what picks they'd be willing to move. And Ramsey himself might be dropping hints, liking posts, making cryptic comments, doing all the things star players do to stoke the fire. Fans are watching every detail, every rumor, every insider whisper, and when it involves a player of this caliber, the energy goes through the roof. Cowboys Nation is buzzing, and honestly, the NFL world is buzzing too, because a move like this doesn't just affect Dallas, it affects matchups, projections, predictions, power rankings, even Vegas odds. Teams in the NFC would have to rethink their entire offensive strategy. Ramsey lined up in blue and silver isn't just a personnel change, it's a chess piece that forces every offensive coordinator to rewrite their game plan. So the big question, is the deal actually closed? Is this rumor legit? Is Ramsey genuinely on the way to Dallas? And the honest truth is this: the energy around the rumor is massive, the pieces make sense, the Cowboys need him, Ramsey fits the culture, and the fanbase wants this more than oxygen. But until pen hits paper, until the team announces it, until the jersey is held up in front of reporters, anything can change. That being said, the momentum, the timing, the Cowboys' defensive needs, and Ramsey's career arc all point toward one undeniable reality: this is the perfect storm for something huge to happen. Cowboys Nation, if this move goes through, if Ramsey really becomes a Cowboy, we're talking about a season with higher stakes, louder expectations, bigger drama, and a level of defensive dominance not seen in Dallas in years. This is the kind of move that redefines a franchise. So stay locked in, because if the Cowboys pull this off, the entire NFL will feel the shockwave, and when that moment comes, you better believe we will be right here breaking it all down. And if you're watching right now, drop a comment: do you want Jalen Ramsey in Dallas? Do you think he changes everything? Or is this too big, too risky, too expensive? Let me know, because this is going to be one of the biggest discussions of the year. If you're excited, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned, because Cowboys Nation, things are about to get crazy.